Hey, it's Robgillt, Capetownspares. I'm here to talk to you about clutch kits today and what to do with a clutch kit. And, what should you change when you change a clutch kit? That's always important. Let's get to it. So your clutch is slipping and you don't know what to do. Yeah, well, probably time to change the clutch kit. Now, what a lot of people will advise you to do is to change the clutch plate or just have it relined or something to that effect. But let me tell you now, just change the whole kit. Don't just change the clutch plate, right? Clutch, pressure plate, thrust bearing. It's a big job to take the gearbox out and then to just change the clutch plate and put it all back because it's cheaper to buy the part. You know, the labor is expensive. Even if you're doing it yourself, it's like half a day's work, whatever the case, depending on how big the gearbox is. I mean, if you've got a 4x4, goodness me, what a nightmare. So just to say, you know, if you're going to change it, change the whole kit. So we prefer to sell it in kits, and the kits that we've got on the shop are generally from original equipment. So we've got the Luke, the Sachs, the Ryan Vallejo, that sort of thing in stock. That's what you need. That's what you need to put in your car. The tolerances are correct. You know it's going to fit. It'll align. Everything will work. You know, at the end of the day, because you know, having skimmed or reconditioned pressure plates and relined clutch plates and that sort of thing. Yes, it'll save you a few pennies, but at the end of the day, it's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you hassle and time and all the rest of it, and it's just not worth it. Put a decent clutch in. It'll last you 100,000 Ks, and you can just keep on going. You know, you don't have to keep changing it every 20,000 Ks or whatever the case. So always go for the quality parts. Always go for the best, especially when it's a big job, when you're opening up. I mean, I see it with engine overhauls as well. The guys go and buy the cheapest rings and bearings. Why would you do that? You know, an engine overhaul is a standard 8-hour job for a qualified mechanic. Now, for a guy at home who's doing it by himself, and this must be a 2-day job, I don't know, but you really, guys, don't waste your effort on cheap stuff. Buy decent quality stuff. So anyway, so what you get in your kit, you get your clutch plate, your pressure plate, and your thrust bearing 9 times out of 10, unless there isn't a thrust bearing in the system. Sometimes you get the aligning tool with it, but if you don't get the aligning tool with it, just get a little piece of wood, a broomstick, whatever the case, size it, and make sure you put the splines in straight, because otherwise when you go to put the gearbox in, you're going to struggle to line it up. So it's always good to have that properly aligned before you go and put everything together. Perhaps do yourself a favor and have the flywheel skimmed. You know, it prevents shudder in the future. You can see if it needs skimmed. You'll see those little marks on it, little blue marks, because you're going to clean it off before you put it all together as well. Another little tip that I have for you guys is with the pressure plate, just take a little bit of thinners or paraffin or whatever and just clean off the surface, because often the surface is protected by some kind of wax or protective silicone or whatever the case before it gets to you. And then if you put that on the clutch and you put it into the system, it might cause problems. So make sure everything's clean before you put it back. Don't clean the clutch with anything. The clutch is clean, all right? That doesn't need anything. But your actual steel parts, the steel parts like your pressure plate and that sort of thing, make sure it's all cleaned up and nice. So with that, thanks for watching the video. I hope it helps you. Don't forget, support the shop as much as you can. Enjoy the videos. And the link's in the description below, YouTube. Like, comment and subscribe. So like the Facebook page, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you can. Follow me on Instagram as well. Don't forget, I also sell property, so we have a property channel at Robgillt. You'll find it on YouTube as well. If you need any property in Cape Town, I can help you with that too. But Capetown Auto Spares, that's our main line of business. That's our thing. Cars. I hope you enjoyed that. Cheers, till next time. Bye, guys.